Hi, I'm Mark Boss and this is In-Car TX. I'm recording this piece to camera on Monday the 17th of September 2007, and today is a very sad day in the world of rallying and motorsport, because the news at the weekend that Colin McRae was killed in a helicopter crash at his home in Lanarkshire, along with his 5-year-old son and 2 other friends. My thoughts really do go out to his wife and his 9-year-old daughter. Colin was without doubt the greatest and most talented driver of his generation, and some would argue the most talented driver of all time, up there with the likes of Ari Vatanen and Stig Blomqvist. And who am I to argue? I'm not a real expert in rallying circles, but I'll leave that to other people to decide. But having sat behind the wheel of a couple of rally cars and competed myself, I know just how incredibly talented he was and how he could make a car dance along straights and through corners at breakneck speed and control that car like no other person could. I would also argue that rallying, and I've always felt this, is a sport that is more competitive, more dangerous, more demanding on the driver than Formula One. Formula One tracks tend to stay the same, they're a constant, whereas in rallying the surface is constantly changing, the weather is constantly changing. The surface, like I said, will go from being rock to mud to slippery tarmac, all in the space of a very short period of time, and the driver has to compete with that, not only also listening to the co-driver barking out commands and directions at what is coming up at breakneck speed. So the world definitely is a far sadder place for the news at the weekend that Colin McRae was killed in a helicopter crash. And bizarrely also, Dave Richards, the head of ProDrive, and indeed he was at one point the head of the Subaru rally team, was also involved in a helicopter crash at the weekend along with his wife. They were on their way back, I believe, from the Grand Prix at Spa, and on the news that they'd heard about Colin McRae crash, they decided to come home early, and luckily they walked away. But by all accounts it was a pretty frightening accident as well. So very bizarre that you get 2 accidents in one weekend like that. But again, my thoughts go out to Colin McRae's wife and his 9-year-old daughter, and no doubt the plaudits will start rolling in now for a great driver and a great guy. I met him on a couple of occasions, and you could tell he had that steely determination that top sportsmen, and certainly in the world of motorsport, have. And he was an incredible driver, but he was also a really good guy. And I know that's cliched, but I've met a few top motorsport people who were not great guys. Yes, they were great professionals and great drivers, but Colin McRae was an all-rounder. So the world is definitely a far sadder place today. This is In-Car TX, and I'm Mark Boss.